G'day everyone, welcome to another Brothers Weekly Wrap, number 22 for the season. This week we come to you post a couple of nice wins against Edmonton Storm on the weekend in the second last round of the CDRL competition. The day got off to a pretty good start with C-Grade. C-Grade come up with a pretty comfortable 32 points to 8 win over Edmonton, who last time the sides met got away with a 26-24 win, so it was good to reverse the tables. Benny Power, the Smouse, he picked up a hat-trick, which was good to see for the big fella, and he was pretty ably supported by halfback Alex McGloro, who bagged himself a double, so they got us off to a pretty good start. Unfortunately there's no under-18s game. Edmonton don't field an under-18 side, but they field the C-Grade as their third team in the competition. Reserve grade, they just keep on keeping on, 36 points to 14. They got up. There's a couple of pretty strong performances, which is good to see. Daniel Mooker, who's a quality A-grade player, he, with a few issues being away over the last couple of weeks, forced to bide his time in reserve grade on the weekend, but he showed his class and he was pretty hard to handle. He had a pretty good game, I thought. And also Benny Shell, who's on the comeback trail as well. Benny's a big part of the A-grade side, and he showed the qualities when he went back to play reserve grade on the weekend to get some minutes under his belt. He was very hard to handle, had a huge amount of strong runs, which was great to see, and that's seen him be elevated straight back into the A-grade side for this weekend. Speaking of A-grade, it was a nice win, 44 points to 16. We got off to a really good start. Our first set in both attack and defence were really good, was really happy. But unfortunately that's sort of when the rot set in, and we were pretty ordinary for most of the rest of the half until probably the last 5-10 minutes. Run out numerous times, and we just really tried to play a bit too pretty. We didn't really earn the right to go to play that sort of flashy football, and when we'd had a couple of weeks off, we were a little bit rusty, which was disappointing. But in saying that, Edmonton were pretty good, I thought, in getting up defensively. They were getting up hard on us. They played pretty well, and they really frustrated us into a few of those errors. So hats off to the Storm.
Mike here, as you just saw there, a brilliant line break there by Cliffy down the right hand side corridor, making good meters. Then the ball there might put in. Shimmy shows, comes back to the left, puts it right under the classical tackle there by the number 8 for Edmonton Storms as they come back to the right. He shows it, gives it to Shirewood. Shirewood shows it again, goes himself, tips it back on the inside. To the number 11 there. They go back down the short side. Broski wants it, shows it, passes it, gives it to Dulo. Dulo back on the inside again to Timmy. Good hands there down the short side corridor. Numbers, good vision by Broski. Brothers strike again.
In the second half, we spoke about a few things at half time. We've fixed a few things in the second half. Unfortunately, Eddie Daniel spent 10 in the bin, but it was probably Eddie's best game again. He's been building each week over the last probably 4 or 5 weeks, which has been fantastic to see. And I thought it was probably his best game for us in the tough this year. A couple other good performances. I thought Clifford Zilgora was pretty good defensively, with his individual tackle tech was really good. I was really happy with Clifford on the weekend, and he's always a handful when he's got the ball in hand. Young Nathan Trail played well again, as did Tony Schaaf up front. Big sass man, bagged himself a double, and also I thought Adam Kelly had a pretty strong game as well. He got through a man of work, so it was pretty pleasing to see. In the end, the scoreline was 44-16. I think the scoreline maybe flattered us a little, but when we completed 56% for the game, it is pleasing to see that we're able to get across the stripe 8 times. So that's one of the positives out of the game anyway. All our attention now turns towards this weekend, where we take on Suburbs, penultimate round of the CDL competition for this year before the finals begin. We're assured of 3 of the 4 grades playing finals football, which is fantastic. Our under-18s head into the finals in 5th position, and should they be able to get their full strength side on the paddock, they're definitely going to be a force to reckon with. C grade, they've been pretty solid all season. They're sitting in 2nd spot, pretty comfortably in 2nd spot, so they'll be keen to take a bit of momentum into this weekend when they play Edmonton again in a catch-up game out at Smithfield on Saturday. Reserve grade this weekend will decide whether or not they finish in 2nd or 3rd place. Irrespective of the scoreline or where they finish, they'll end up meeting the same side in the first week of the semi-finals, which will be Yarrabah, which will be pretty good get out for the guys.
Good 10 metres. shows it, goes inside. Palms off first defender, gives it to Dula. Brilliant back play move there. By the ball player, Eddie Daniels gives it to James Dula. Scores in the left-hand side corridor. Right on the line, right on the touchline. Halfway, Eddie Daniels wants it here on the right-hand side. Puts a little chip in for Mike Pella. Good pressure there. Eddie Daniels dives on the ball as they go again. Play continues. And Brusky comes out of dummy half from 35 meters out. Scores on the left-hand side of the upright. Referee looks at the sideline, said it's all good. Points to the mark. Bringing the score now to Cairns Brothers 32. The conversion that comes.
Thanks to all the parents and the families that stood by us week in, week out, as this is our last home game tonight. And also, we've got a very special occasion today. We've got our major sponsor, P&Q. We've got Gary Clark representing them. He's been a great contribution and makes big contributions over the last 10 years. And we can't thank you enough, Gary, on behalf of P&Q and all the Edmonton Storm family, supporters, all your hard-working committee members. We thank you, like, we send you a framed jersey on behalf of us. Once again, Gary, thanks for your support.
A grade this weekend hinges on a couple of different scenarios, essentially to break them down. Kangaroos travel to Mossman, play at the showground on Saturday night, which is always a tough road trip. If Kangaroos are defeated by Mossman, then when we play Sunday against Suburbs, we just have to win by any margin. That will result in Roos missing the finals. Same, that if they draw, then we only need a draw against Suburbs for Roos to miss out, and we steal the finals position. Conversely, if Kangaroos defeat Mossman, then we're going to have to beat Suburbs by 25 points or more, which will then see Suburbs drop out of the 5 for the first time in the season as well. So Suburbs know the situation also. It's their final home game of the year, and it's also a big fundraising event for them down there. They're also going to be wearing pink jerseys, which will get auctioned off after the game. So that'll go a long way to creating a really good atmosphere down there. They're always really well supported, always draw a good crowd, and no doubt they'll be very vocal to try and get their boys home over the top of the brethren in that last game. So fingers crossed. At the end of the day, the ball's in our court. We can control what we can control. If we go out and we execute well and we play good football, then we give ourselves every opportunity of playing finals football next weekend. Hopefully we come to you next week with some positive news. Until then, up the fish.